Coach Prime just let us know that Pro Football Hall of Famer Warren Sapp at some point will join his staff. The rich just get richer, as if he needed more ammo, more bullets in the chamber. Let's talk about it after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. This is the Victory Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsYJr, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because we upload all the time. Now, we know Coach Prime and what he's doing out in Colorado it's garnered a lot of attention. But one person that has been with Coach Prime, been a supporter of Coach Prime and his coaching efforts, even back during his Jackson State days, is fellow Pro Football Hall of Famer Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp obviously was the anchor of some of those legendary Tampa Bay Buccaneers defenses. He also played for the Raiders. He went into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's had some off the field trouble, but has at times, but has gotten his life right, and is someone who has made those mistakes and that can teach kids like, hey, I'm not perfect. I have not lived a perfect life. You can Google what I have done. And the beautiful thing about Warren Sapp is that he's very charismatic and knows the freaking game. Like, if you ever listen to Warren Sapp talk, whether it's on his podcast, on the NFL Network, doing stuff online, he's been on the Pivot podcast, he's been on stuff with Jason Whitlock. He knows the freaking game. Now let's hear from Prime himself talking about the addition or potential addition of Warren Sapp to his staff. Let's take a listen.
Sapp and Irv in there, or I'm seeing the Rock is in town now, you know. I mean, so I don't know if Sapp, you didn't bring Sapp and the Rock together at the same time.
Sapp is going to end up coaching with us, man. I'm telling you.
You think so?
Good. I'm telling you, he has a passion. He has a fire for it. He's finishing his degree as we speak. I'm telling you, and he's good, man. These kids love him. They love him, and they get him. They really get him. He speaks their language.
So you crystal balling it, you think Sapp's going to be on your staff at some point, Deion?
I do. I really do. And I want him to be. I want him to be.
I love that. I can't
But
wait.
it's different. It's different, Rich. You got
that's cool. And he goes on to explain what Sapp's schedule would be if he decides to join him as a coach. This just helps. This helps a couple of things to me. This helps continue to get former pros, Pro Football Hall of Famers into the game of coaching, into the game of college coaching. You guys know how I feel specifically about HBCU football and potentially getting some of those guys and helping. Obviously, none of those dudes will be Deion Sanders, but the more of those guys that get into the game, that get into coaching, that get into helping some of these institutions, specifically the smaller institutions, the more notoriety and name recognition and publicity that those schools get that they rightfully deserve and need. Also, what it does for when he joins Prime staff, if and when he joins Prime staff. Now, obviously, he still has to finish his degree. He still has to agree to join, but Prime knows when and if he does join Prime staff, it just gives him that much more of a recruiting edge. I think that'll help him on the trenches even more, whether it's at Colorado or potentially even at another spot. Wink, 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 somewhere down south. Wink, wink, wink. Like, even if it's there, the recruiting edge and trying to be able to coach up some of those dudes, those big boys on the defensive line, specifically if you want to continue to elevate. I think Prime will never have an issue getting quarterbacks because of the style of offense he wants to play. He wants to be high tempo, high octane offenses, throw a ball all over the field, and that'll help him always get quarterbacks and skill position players, running backs, wide receivers, because kids want the ball in their hands. And if they know they have a chance to get the ball in their hands, if you're a wide receiver 5 to 10 times, if you're a running back out there, 10 to 20, 20 to 25 touches, whether it's handoffs or catching it out the backfield, that's always going to be attractive to you. You want to play in those style of offenses. To continue to level up and to continue to be a national power, whether it's at Colorado or somewhere else, and I'm just keep putting it out there, you have to be able to recruit the trenches. The trenches is where the Georgias and the Alabamas and the national powers, all the schools in the SEC for the last 15 years separate themselves from everyone else. It's in the trenches. A guy that can help you get the trenches is a Warren Sapp, because guys want to be Warren Sapp. If you can have half the career of a Warren Sapp, you're a pretty good freaking football player. If he can help you, if you're already uber talented and he can help you unlock that potential, then you want to go play for that guy. Then you want to go study film with that guy. Then you want to learn from the mistakes of that guy, because that guy has seen the highest of the highs, but he's been arrested as well. And he can tell you how to not fall into those pitfalls. He gave good game. If you get a second, go watch his interview on the Pivot podcast. Great game he was spitting there on the Pivot. And those are the type of things that are an asset to college staffs. That is an asset for the young men. That is a mentor, an asset for all types of young men, especially college age young men, with tons and tons of potential. That's what Warren Sapp can bring to you. That's what Warren Sapp can offer you. That's why you bring in a guy like a Warren Sapp if you have the chance. And so with Sapp finishing his degree and Sapp potentially getting on the staff of Colorado or on the staff with Coach Prime, it's a big get. That is a big get. And I'd love to see it. I would love to see it. And I'm glad Deion was able to break that news there on the Rich Eisen Show. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Warren Sapp, potentially, but all signs are looking as if he will eventually join Coach Prime's staff in some capacity as a coach. What are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, my name is Jeff Lightsy Jr. This is the Victor Formation Sports Show right here on Jeff Lightsy Jr. YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. That is on Instagram and Twitter at JLightsy7. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.